Hey guys, Joel here. A little bit of an update. Hopefully this won't be too long. Don't really have anything to update on the layout. Has just some thoughts. Moved again. Basically the area where I'm stationed at is we just haven't been able to find just the right place. So it's actually the second time since we've been stationed here that we've moved. But kind of wish we would have found this place first. So I have some thoughts basically on the whole modular railroading thing, and obviously it's kind of breaking into my little, I was trying to do some kind of a series or something on, model railroad makeover or something like that. But first thing I want to say is that I started my YouTube channel just to network with people. Mostly started it because I was watching Chuck Baker's videos and I was just really impressed at how I could get more information out of somebody that just wanted to share what they were doing than actually focusing on making a video to look like a perfect how-to video. Like a lot of times from the beginning, Chuck wouldn't really edit out that much. He'd just show you it as he was doing it, and sometimes just be like, hey, here's what my railroad looks like now. So I think that's kind of a neat thing that's been going on with model railroaders on YouTube. Follow Chuck and Derek Glass and quite a few others if I didn't name you out there. Just really appreciate, people just showing what they're doing in the hobby. I think that's kind of cool. And if you really get deep enough into networking, maybe sometimes like you might even get to meet up at a train show or something and run a train together or something. Who knows? But anyways, that's why I started my channel. So it's to show what I've got going on and to show what I'm interested in. Sometimes the things that I'm interested in tend to go out from one side of the spectrum to another side of the spectrum. But I think that's kind of like what makes model railroaders unique, is everybody's got their own little thing that they're interested in. So I have some thoughts on building a modular layout that, I'm just kind of going by trial and error. I'm trying to find the best method to build a modular layout that will be simple, small, family-friendly, easy to set up fast, easy to move into all different configurations of houses, like upstairs or around corners. Those kind of challenges can be, it's amazing how, like, when you live in a house that has 9-foot ceilings and then you move to a house that has 8-foot ceilings, or like the house where I'm at right now has 9-foot ceilings downstairs, 8-foot ceilings upstairs, and the stairway turns twice in order to get upstairs to the room where I'm at now. So moving the layout upstairs that I had built is perfect for a one-room floor or an apartment where you go up the stairs outside. But when you come to going upstairs inside, by the time you put that backdrop on and build those mountains and everything, you're not going to be able to go around those corners. So I'm not completely scrapping that idea. So like I was saying, this is really cutting into my little series that I had going on. But I'm exploring some new ideas. I might do a video, or I might put a clip in this video of track plan ideas for new possible modular layout. I don't know if I'll do it in this video or be a future video, but I'm going to cut it right now here, and I'm just going to show you guys a few of the things that I've been accumulating over eBay, and just a couple of things that I'm interested in, and hopefully it'll be enjoyable. So have fun. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, back here now. It's just kind of a little bit of a mess here. I just have this one table set up that I'm working on, and this is a few of the things that I've got recently. Just kind of like all over the place. I'm all over the place when it comes to era. I'm all over the place when it comes to location, steam and diesel. Sometimes I wish I could just do a modular layout that was basically just made up of 96 by 18, these foam panels here. They're 18 inches wide. I wish I could just do a layout that was just 96 by 18 and just make it all just different places that I've seen trains. Like here near Savannah, I see a lot of CSX trains. I see trains hauling telephone poles, trains hauling First Union Railroad hoppers. See the auto train. See the view liners. See the orange juice train that comes up through from Florida. A lot of intermodal trains, just like all kinds of pretty cool stuff. But you know, I just have interests all over, you know, the United States pretty much as far as trains that I like. So it's really hard for me to narrow in on an area. So I was going to show you guys what I've got recently. Hopefully see my camera will focus as good as it can here. So I'll start here in the middle. Got this Amtrak Amfleet lounge car. Very nice car. Kind of like to build. I know that I tend to be kind of a rivet counter myself, but I tend to be kind of a rivet counter myself. But I'd like to make up just some sample Amtrak trains that aren't like the full length, maybe 4 cars, and make a super liner and a view liner. And ironically, I actually have over here, I picked this up. This is the lounge food car. So this would be like the snack bar. And on Silver Meteor, they sometimes actually use the lounge car as a dining car. Then I also have the dining car for the Superliner, and I believe this is Phase 4 paint. I'm not sure. I will set that aside real quick. Hopefully that doesn't cut the video too long. Alright, got a little corn products air slide hopper here. Gonna go on, be serving some kind of a granary. I got a 60-foot Catherine Genesis box car. It's kind of nice. Picked that up, didn't have a box. There's just a couple cars that I've been picking up these little cars, okay? This one, and this one. This one's really cute. They're not really new. I've had these actually for a while. But, okay, so let me just say this. One of my pet peeves about model railroads is we have all this great scenery, we have all these great roads, and the same cars are sitting at the grade crossing every time that train goes through. So, I don't have like any pictures of it. I got this one here. I don't have any pictures of it. I just love this truck. Partly because I love stopping at truck stops, especially Love's truck stops, Flying J truck stops. And I see these trucks at one of the truck stops that's near my house all the time. Always got to stop there and get coffee. But, so this little thing, this thing is really cute. Especially, I love Jeeps. So, it's not wanting to focus on me there. Really nice. There's an Atlas, I don't know what it's called. Basically, Atlas vehicle, Jeep. And this one is a Ton, or Tonkin. I'm not sure how you say that. Loves it. Came in a really nice looking box. Here's the box. Limited edition. Wish I could have got more of them. I got this from, put some links to some of my favorite eBay sellers in the description of this video. This one came from eBay seller by the name of Some Girl with a Computer. And I believe this one came from her as well. So I've been researching this thing that's on the internet called the Faller car system. Faller, company, model railroad, makes model railroad stuff in Germany, has a car system where you can put little motors in cars even like this big, and it works really well in the trucks because you got a lot more space to work with. And you basically make roads on your model railroad, and there's an invisible wire that's hidden in the roads below the surface of the pavement. So you don't lose any realism. It's not like a slot car where you have a big ugly slot going down the middle of your road. It just has this invisible wire buried beneath that weathering, beautiful pavement. And then the cars, they put a little steering mechanism in them. Of course, these ones don't steer, but if you buy the kit, you can put a steering mechanism in them. And it has a little, like a trip pin, similar to what's on a KD coupler, and it follows that wire down the road. and you could put a little motor in it that runs on a little watch battery, and they've even got it sophisticated enough to where they can have trucks and cars stopping at red lights, stopping at railroad crossings, passing the slow garbage truck, the bus stopping at the bus stop, which, by the way, I did get a bus. I'll have to add that in later to this video. But I really like the idea, and on the next layout that I build, I'm going to simplify everything. So I'm just going to have a simple flat layout, simple loop of track, and I'm going to have a loop of this faller car system, road system stuff, so that I can have cars driving around the layout and crossing the railroad tracks at the same time as the trains, and as I'm switching the trains. So that way when I take my trains to the railroad crossing and blow the horn, it's a lot more realistic because there's actually cars that have to stop at the railroad crossing. So I feel like for me, in my capacity of railroading, as far as moving and movability, it would be better to focus in on detailing, super detailing a small layout, like even a 4x8 layout, instead of trying to build a bigger layout, and then I could work a faller car system into it. I need to get some pickup trucks, like from River Point Station pickup trucks. I don't know if anybody's familiar with those, but get some of those pickup trucks, get some like work trucks, some grain trucks or something, and make a nice layout. But that's what I got going on as far as the faller, these little cars. I've been buying little cars. It's hard to find American cars. Really easy to find European cars. It's hard to find all different models of American cars, but I've been getting them. So far I got this one, these three, the Volkswagen, although those are older, different era, but I just picked those up at a hobby shop back when I was a teenager. And then this one here, which I love, and I want to get me some some more tractor trailers, because the tractor trailers are really cool driving on the faller car system. Alright, so then we'll move on to these cars. I know some of these have probably been in a video that I've done in the past, but I got another one, so I now have three. These Union Pacific gravel hoppers or ballast hoppers. But you might ask, what's so special about these? Well, I know they come with loads, but one of the things that I've always dreamed about being able to do, sorry for the jerkiness, since I was a kid, was make a real ballast train that actually ballasts the track in HO scale. So these doors are fixed shut, but I'm going to explore a possible way to have the doors open and close with little servos, and then possibly like up underneath here, I'll paint it the same color, and I'll mount like a lock pilot or Digitrax pilot decoder in there, and then have a little mini motor to open and shut the doors. And then I will have these guys all hooked together going down the track, and I want to have some gondolas with some like scrap tie loads, and I want to have a flat car with like a traco, backhoe, some construction equipment, excuse me. And that's just be like, one of the things I'm trying to do right now is just build different trains. So it'll be one of my signature trains. It'd have a Union Pacific maintenance of the way train, have a nice little, I think I'm probably going to use my MTH GP35 to pull it. Probably put a nice little either a lock sound or a wow sound card in there, and then I'm going to get more of these, hopefully, if I can find them on eBay. Get a couple more of them. It would be nice if I could have a string of like 6 to 10 of them and have them all operate. That'd be really cool. Take them to a show, set up a nice little piece of naked track like this, and have the cars go down through, and then I'll have another car, like a box car or something, that'll have like a brush set up under it, so it like brushes everything, and then have a track cleaning car to clean the top of the rails, and have the train do the ballasting all in one nice little sweep. So I got that, and I think this is my last thing to talk about here. I'm going to save the best for last as far as purchases, and then we'll go on to projects, which I already talked about one project with the follow car system. This is zoom in right here. Centralia, I don't know how you say that, car shops. Southern Pacific 1500 series caboose as delivered. This is my first. I was never really crazy about cabooses, but I love cabooses because I love trains. I was never really crazy into cabooses per se when I was collecting trains, because I was more trying to get like modern era stuff. But I saw this and I don't know, I love two-tone stuff. I love stuff that's patched, patched, trains, which this isn't patched, but I like the two-tones, got the orange end on it, and I like the stuff that's just like really finely detailed, that's like not brass, because brass is just like so expensive. And I don't know, I just really appreciate like really fine detail, like like the BLMA not hoppers, reefers, and Athearn Genesis tank cars, stuff like that. Like, I just really like the really fine detail that some of these manufacturers put into some of their stuff. And maybe you can't afford to make a mile-long train out of this stuff, but if you wanted to shoot a really realistic photograph and have something just lightly weathered, then this would be really, really awesome. Which, I don't know if you can see here, but it's got this etched metal roof, little antennas on top, even has like little lip. If I can get the camera to focus. Little lip there. Let's see if I can get this here now. Focus. Yeah, if you're really going to be a rivet counter. Oh, look, there's a chair inside of there. That's pretty awesome. Really, really crisp lettering, correct caboose trucks as far as I know. And make sure you watch your step, because, let's see if I can show this. I was really impressed by this first caboose that I've ever seen where the platform is like etched see-through. Like, that's really cool. I don't know, I just really love this little caboose. Let's see if I can get some end detail. Really nice end detail. Really nice windows. Looks, if I didn't see my fingers there, I would think I was really looking at a Southern Pacific caboose. And this thing really, let me zoom out here so that it's not so jerky. Don't give everybody a headache. But this is not really a review. It's just me enjoying something that I got. Hopefully y'all can enjoy it with me a little bit, but really rolls down the track nice. So really, really like this. And if you're a Southern Pacific fan, I got this from eBay. His store, or his name is TT Good. And I think they still have the Santa Fe Centralia shops. One's on bid now. So just put a plug in for them. One of my favorite, really fast shipping. And they work with you, combined shipping, and they'll hold items for you if you want to buy more stuff from them. And they give you like 14 days to pay. So really, really good people to buy from. TT Good trains, I think they're in Indiana, but I'm not sure. But anyways, I got this from them. Really, really impressed with that. Really love this little caboose. It came with all these little etched metal pieces that I don't know where they go. And yeah, that's that. Well, guess what? This video is I'm already at 15 minutes, and I haven't even added the beginning, like, introduction part in the video. So let's move on to the next project. Alright, so last but not least, I already talked about the Faller car system project. You've probably seen this locomotive in some of my videos. This is a Walthers Proto SD9. I got the DCC ready version, and thinking DCC ready, thinking like, okay, cool. Going to just mount this lock sound decoder in here. little 8-pin plug. I have never done this before, so I'm not trying to look like a dummy. If I do look like a dummy, I'm sorry, but I think that's where it goes. But it's not like a plug and play thing. It's like you have to put it up in there and then solder the pieces in there, and I'm really not very confident doing that. I don't like that little method, and it's this big honking board in here, like, and then there's this big board over here, and I just don't understand why I need this big board in here when I could go buy a decoder that's all in one board. So I've been scouring the internet. I don't really see any boards for sale that are specifically designed to match up with Walthers. I know that the Tsunami, if this had sound, it would be Tsunami. So maybe I should have looked at Tsunami. I was just mostly looking at Lock Sound and TCS. But I'm thinking, I was looking at the Atlas one that Lock Sound and TCS has all in one. Well, TCS has a kit and Atlas has a, or not Atlas, tongue-tying myself. Lock Sound has an all-in-one board. So maybe I'll just get that because I kind of would like to have the Keep Alives, because this is going to be like a road switcher, road switching locomotive. And I started out with just the idea, let's just throw this decoder in here and go. But now I'm kind of like, now let's just go all the way, because it's such a nicely detailed locomotive. It's such a smooth runner, and I just really it has good pulling power, because you can see it's like all metal inside. I might have to lose some of that metal out of there, but hopefully I won't. But anyways, that's kind of the dilemma I'm at. Hopefully, I'm thinking, I know a lot of people have had trouble with doing DCC ready TCS wow sound, but I know that you can buy the board kit one, and that should be a lot less trouble. Because you can just use a 21-pin TCS decoder or ESU decoder. So I'm thinking about possibly just getting one of those kits and just making this my first crack at TCS wow sound. And then I'll just save the ESU lock sound for all my MTH locomotives, my MTH ST70 ACs and GEVOs. So, but that's this project. Still wrestling with where to put this little guy. I think it's going to end up being, you know, in here somewhere. Right in between those two little gentlemen that ride right there all the time. They never take lunch. So, but fit up in there nicely, I think. We'll see. I don't know if it'll look good pulling that Southern Pacific caboose. But it might look good pulling that Missouri Pacific freight car. I don't know. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully this wasn't too long and too boring. I know it was really long and really boring, but this is just a bunch of stuff that I'm excited about. I'm going to make another video soon talking about modular railroading and other little family projects that I got going on as far as trains. See you next time, and have a good one.